About 3 months ago, I know, it's hard to believe it's been 3 months. It just flew by. I mean, back then, my hair was shorter. We'd only lost about 75,000 people in the United States due to coronavirus. It was a kinder, gentler time. I posted a video. If you want to recap, go back and watch it. Frankly, it was exhausting. I'm tired. I'm not doing that again. I don't want to brag. I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot toot. That thing went viral. It blew up. There are so many of you out there, and by so many, I mean at least 94 of you, who really want to know how things turned out. The upshot of the video was this. Congress has spent trillions of dollars in spending on stimulus packages to bolster the economy, which begs the question, where is all that money going to come from? The money will come from the coronavirus deaths themselves. How does that work? Well, the majority of people who pass away from coronavirus are the elderly. So every time somebody kicks the bucket, we save money on Social Security payouts. It's genius! How much money really hinged on one number in particular. How many people will have died in the United States by virtue of the coronavirus? And I came out with an estimate of where we would be on August 4th, or generally speaking, early August. What did I say? Well, roll the tape. Let's take a look at that. What I came up with, we'll go with 160,000. Fair? Great. So by early August, we reach 160,000 deaths. Now, that's right. I said about 160,000 deaths from coronavirus in the US by August 4th. How did we do? I thought you'd ask that. I was wondering myself. It turns out we did pretty darn well. Let's take a look. Bloomberg says on August 4th, we reached 156,839 deaths in the US. New York Times says 157,302. NBC News had 157,848, but my favorite, worldometer.info, 160,326 deaths. Booyah! We've reached some other milestones worth talking about. For example, on August 9th, we reached 5 million recorded cases of coronavirus in the United States. Way to go. Job well done. That's what I'm talking about. That's where the money's coming from. Ka-ching, ka-ching. Oh, by the way, it's also important to take into consideration what the total number of deaths from coronavirus will be, right, beyond early August. And in that prior video, I estimated that we were talking probably around 250,000 to 300,000. Well, guess what? The IHME, remember them? Remember IHME, Yu Yang Gu? Remember Yu Yang? Yu Yang. Shout out. Okay, the IHME says that by December, we're going to have about 300,000 deaths from coronavirus in the United States. And we're not even done yet by that point, which means it's safe to say that my estimates were either wildly accurate or, if anything, conservative. Yes, conservative. Which is a term you would not often associate with me. It's kind of funny. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute, this jackass didn't just come on here to congratulate himself on his wildly accurate predictions, did he? Yes, I did. I did, because I really am that small and that petty. So, excuse me. The point is, thanks to everyone's efforts, we are going to save about $100 billion. I gotta tell you, there was a time I didn't think we were gonna pull through on this. It wasn't looking so good. But you didn't disappoint. So, special thank you out to California. Thank you. Arizona. Thank you. North and South Carolina. Thank you. Arkansas. Thank you. Texas. Thank you! And a very special thank you to Florida. Florida, thank you. You complete me. I'm just amazed. The same day that we reached that milestone of 5 million cases, of coronavirus in the United States, on that very same day, New Zealand reached a milestone of 100 days of no new cases. You know what I gotta say to them? What a bunch of pussies. They're not making any money. I have a message for Donald Trump. Donald, I know you're not listening. And what I want to say to you is I've been watching some of your interviews. You seem to be downplaying the amount of death. Embrace it, man! Own it! The more we go, the more we make. It's very simple math. More deaths equals more money. You really want to help your campaign, you're going to start talking about all the work you've done to make those numbers go up. And everybody, I want you to keep up the good work, especially the kids. Kids, it's really on you now. Moving forward, we're counting on you. When schools reopen, I need you all get together, and do whatever you do. Wipe your snot on each other. I don't care. Have those house parties, teens. Go nuts, all right? Bring that stuff home to mom and dad. Bring it home to grandma. She's 94. What's she doing? What's she up to lately? Is she really contributing much to society? I think not. We lead the world in the number of coronavirus cases. We lead the world in the number of coronavirus deaths because we are America. We are America the strong. We are America the great. And now we are America the fewer. There is one more thing I want to talk about before I go.